Buenas tardes, and welcome to Barcelona. We've arrived here in Catalonia, in the hills of Catalonia, for the GP2 Spanish Grand Prix, round 3 of the GP2 2019 season, and I am your commentator, Robert Ionescu, to commentate the qualifying for you. I was planning to be joined by a certain friend you might know, but unfortunately he couldn't make it, so I will be joined today by the same guy who I was planning to have me join tomorrow, and that will be Jamie Griffiths, a driver in this series, might I add. Hello, Jamie. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Can't wait to see how this qualifying session will pan out.
Yeah, indeed. And it should be very entertaining. What do you think about this circuit, obviously, now that we've arrived here?
Definitely not one of my favorite circuits on the calendar. I can tell you that right now. I think the last chicane is the worst part of the track, definitely.
Yeah, you could say that again, but it's not the worst thing about GP4, because even though real life, you can't say the same about real life, GP4 has had some pretty entertaining races on this track. Speaking of races, last time out in Azerbaijan, it was Dudu Kurbi who took his first ever victory. Varenker is coming in second, Marek Vukalovic in third. In the championship, Ruslan Procyuk has taken the lead, following another top 5 finish. Corby has jumped all the way up into second, and championship leader Nicholas Zorbach, after an electrical problem, failed to score points, but remains in third on 25 points. And Kurz has jumped up into fourth, with Kalevich fifth. But yeah, there will be 4 bonus points today for Poland qualifying. So without further ado, let's take a look at the weather.
Bone dry.
Yeah, no surprises here. It's gonna be typical typical dry weather, and it should be quite entertaining. Let's see. Leave your predictions, guys, in the chat. Tell us who you think is going to take pole. And Jamie, just to be fair, I'm not gonna let you predict yourself, okay? So you have to predict someone else.
No, I mean, like, GP2 is always pretty close. So always, like, you never really know who's going to end up on pole. But if I had to choose, I'll go with the man who won in Baku, Dudu Kirby.
All right. My prediction would be, and listen, I know this is a little bit bold, but I think Paul is gonna go to Daniel Adventure. Why not? He got pole here last year, and he absolutely dominated that race. Let's see if he could do it again, perhaps.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him do it again. Of course, he won the first 2 races last season, and then afterwards only scored.
No. He won the second and the third race, as Dennis Graf has gone out of the pit lane, and he'll be the first one to start a lap. Here goes the German Kaidan. He got his first points for his new team last time out in Baku with a very solid second stint, which saw him climb all the way up into 10th place. What do you think about Graf's performance last time out, Jamie? I'd like to hear your opinion.
It was definitely a great performance, of course, to end up in points. Where was the position he started again?
He started, I think, 16th or 17th or something like that, and he finished up there in 10th.
That's obviously showing to us that he has great race pace, and hopefully he'll carry that over to this race track for his sake, of course.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Got a car going out behind him. I think you know who that is. It's Rahul Patel, of course, the man who took his first podium in his first race in Bahrain. Unfortunately for him, he didn't get any points in Azerbaijan, but today is a new day, and plenty of things can happen tomorrow as well. As we're on board with Graf, he'll be starting his first flying lap of the session very, very soon, and I will commentate you guys through it. So here we go. Into the last corner, carry as much speed as you can to launch yourself, slingshot yourself onto the main straight, which is the key overtaking opportunity on this circuit. Patel starts his lap as well, even though he should have the British flag, he's racing the Indian flag, because in Europe he has the Indian flag, the British flag. Into turn 1, braking hard, and taking the apex into turn 2, carry as much speed as you can, and hold it into turn 3, the very fast right-hander. Make sure you don't go too wide, which Graf doesn't do. 22.2 in the first sector, as it goes into turn 4, clipping the apex there, going wide on exit on the run towards 5. Don't take too much curb in here, he doesn't take any at all, and he avoids the curb on the exit as well. And his Graf. Up next to the chicane of 7 and 8. Get as much speed as you can out of this tricky section, because it will launch you up the hill into Kamsa, the flat out almost right-hander, from which you need to carry the momentum on this little straight towards La Caixa. 54-2, and this hairpin, very critical, get it right and get good traction out of it as it launches you into this chicane. Very difficult to handle. Sector 3, of course, the slowest part of the track. Launches you now through the right, and then the slowest part of them all, the chicane. He goes left and he goes right again. Don't take too much curb there on entry or on exit. Carry all the speed you can because you're gonna need it onto this final corner as Dennis Graf completes his lap. He's gonna go fastest with a 125.4. Rahul Patel is up next. I think he's going to beat him. Yes, by 7/10 of a second. Yeah, Adventure goes second. What about Griffiths? Where is he gonna place himself? Fourth only for him. Max Killen is up next. Can he beat his teammate Patel? Across the line he goes, and no, he's only third quickest. Gabriel Quintino is second. Not a bad effort. What about Ben Wallinger? He's gone sixth only. Tomasz Pascual is up next. Ruslan Procik, the championship leader behind. Pascual goes eighth, and Procik goes sixth fastest. Thomas Anderson up next. He goes second quickest. Incredible effort. Chuck McCarthy goes third. Now Isaac Fashray. Where can he place himself? Looks like it's P8 for him. What about Thomas Bennett? P6 for Bennett. Nicholas Zorbach up next to cross the line. Only P9 for him. Cal Burns, 12th. Marek Kukalevich, where is he going to place himself? 15th only. Lorenzo Tomasili goes 7th. Henry Watson is up next and he's impeding Aaron Curtis. Neither of them do particularly fantastic laps except for Curtis, who went 4th fastest. Not a bad effort there. 1,000 from Quintino. Joel Larson is finishing his lap. He goes 16th. Dodo Corby 11th. And only one car left, which is Jake Galloway. He goes in 20th only. So Rahul Patel on provisional pole. What do you think of those first runs?
Yeah, Rahul with Rahul or Rahul? Sorry, yeah, definitely a good lap there from Patel, but it ain't over yet. Anderson's only a tenth and a half behind him. Anything can happen. It's just the first runs, of course, so there's always time for improvements.
Yeah, I think if you look back through the years in Barcelona, you'd have to point to 2017, 2 seasons ago, where qualifying was extremely interesting. It was a close fight all the way to the end, and at the very last minute, like after the timer had elapsed completely, Brother Barros came out from absolutely out of nowhere and snatched pole with an absolute scorch overlap. Could this happen again for someone else? Of course, now that Barros is no longer in the series, we'll just have to wait and see.
So I've had a pole taken off me here as well. In 2016, I was pole after the first run, and I was pole throughout the session until the last run, I believe, when Henry Watson actually beat me a couple of attempts. He went on DNF the next day, unfortunately, with a puncture while he was leading the race.
Yeah, I can remember that. It was pretty dramatic, I'd say.
Yep.
Anyway, Chuck McCarthy looks like he'll be going out very soon. No, never mind. He was just being put into the garage. But we got some movement here. Is it people coming in or people going out? I think they're just coming in. So, yeah. Nothing much really happening, but Rahul Patel is currently fastest, as we do have some movement from mechanics. They're signaling their driver, who I believe to be Max Killen, to go out. Yeah, it is Killen. Looks like he'll be going out. I think there's someone else, though, in the pit lane. Looking at the minimap, yeah, someone else is going out on track. Is it Graf again? As Patel will be waiting for him to get... Yeah, Patel will be going out soon as well. And it is Graf once again, first to go out. Looks like Adventure is getting ready to exit the pits as well. And we got some cars on track already. Though obviously not everybody will be out in this run. We expect 21 cars out of 22 to actually make it for a second lap right now. And one of these guys, well, we'll wait. And hopefully he'll have the time, at the very end of it all. Because like in Baku, these guys didn't have time. And yeah, they could only do free flying laps. Right. So Graf, currently in 10th, which is where he finished last week. Let's see if he can keep up this pace and maybe even improve on it. Currently 7/10 down on Patel, but I'm sure he thinks there's plenty of time to find, and it's all down to him to see if he can find it or not. Pascual is also out on track. He's currently in last place. Plenty of improvement he needs to do. And yeah, on board with Dennis Graf. He'll start his second flying lap soon enough. And Jamie, when he starts his lap, please commentate through it, alright? So here you go.
Right, so as he comes around the last corner, it's easy flattening an F1 car. I'm not sure about GP2 cars, of course, the less downforce as he comes up to the line to start the lap now. Coming down the long pit straight, one of the longest runs to turn one on the entire F1 and GP2 calendar. Braking for turn one, and then through turn two is a nice little right and left-hander leading up to a sweeping right-hander, in which he sounds like he was lifting, of course, to get through it. Let's see what his sector one time is, and it's 2 tenths off the current pole time.
Yeah, he's gained 8
so not a bad
a second on his personal best. Looks like he will improve after all.
Yeah, that's just the first sector, remember. He's got a lot of the tracks still to go. Coming up through left right-hander going into this right-hander. Track that probably. Now through the Kamsa corner. Takes a lot of balls to try to flatten any car.
Well,
let alone these cars as he comes up to the end of sector 2. 3 temps, and he's improving on his own time by 2 temps, yep. Now up through this left-hander here into this Bank Sabadell corner on the run up to Europe car.
And let's see if we can get into the top 6 with this lap.
Yep, through my least favourite part of the track. The awfully placed chicane and into New Holland, which is the last corner of the track. I think a whole lot of people share your
opinion there, Jamie. As Guy finishes his lap, where is he gonna go? He's got 9th only. He's lost a little bit of time in sector 3. Skillen has improved 2nd quickest for him. Now we're looking at Jamie Griffiths. He is 14th fastest. As Zuru Corby will begin a lap. Jake Galloway stayed into the pits meanwhile. Chad McCarthy next to cross the line. He will not improve on this lap, no. Watterson starts the lap. Watzel, the finishing one, I think. Fashray, he does improve 7th fastest for him. Rahul Patel, the original pole sitter, stays where he is. He didn't improve. Neither did Daniel Adventure. Now then, Gabriel Quintino. What can he do, the Brazilian? Across the line, he didn't gain anything there. Neither is Thomas Bennett, as it looks. Can the Welshman find anything in last sector? No, he didn't. Pashkal is improving though. He gets out of last place, goes 18th fastest. Wallinger goes 5th. Tomaselli 8th. Now Aaron Curry's up next. He's staying 6th fastest at the moment. Thomas Anderson up next.
Not improving.
3rd. No, definitely not. Kyle Burns next to cross the line. He didn't improve either. Neither will Ruslan Protsuk. I highly doubt he'll improve, and he doesn't. 3 tenths down. But Marko Kalevich is improving. Let's see where he can go. He goes up to 13th. Yeah, quite substantially. Zorbach is also up on his best for the 2nd sector. So let's see what the Bahrain race winner can do as he's heading across the line. Can he get himself into a top 10, Nicholas Zorbach? Why, no, he cannot, but he's gone up into 11th. Corby up next across the line, the latest race winner. Of course, 12th for him. He goes behind Zorbach. Watson is up next, and he has Watzel behind. Watson doesn't improve, and Watzel does go up into 10th place. And I think...
by the 2 guys that got held up on their first runs.
Yeah, true. But I think this is the 2nd run done and dusted, so... Yeah, still looking good for Rahul Patel and for Max Skillen, only Virtuosi. And only their 3rd ever qualifying session, apparent at the moment, seem to have the front row locked out. But of course, there's 20 other hungry drivers who want to take it away from them to spoil their party. Which one of those guys will be able to do it, if any at all? We still got 18 minutes to find out, so stay tuned, guys.
I believe Jake Galloway didn't go out in that run because he is still in last 1.4 off the whole time.
Yeah. Anderson actually hit one of the compasses there, and there's a little bit of a glitch here, but he will be back. Will back in, no problem. And yeah, I think he hasn't had the best start of the season, the Swede. Where is he in the championship? I'm looking at him. Yeah, he hasn't scored the point yet. Yeah, but with P3 currently in qualifying, he'll be hoping for a much better result tomorrow. That's for sure. It looks like he's just been finished being wheeled back in. So yeah, There's also one of the Ardens coming in. I believe that might be Kyle Burns. Meanwhile, Jamie Griffiths is out on track again for the third run. And there he goes, the Welshman. Currently down in 17th place. The moment 310 Sword and his teammate Zorbak. But I think he knows there is plenty of time to improve. And he shouldn't be too discouraged. What do you think?
Yeah, I believe there's plenty of time for myself to improve here.
Yeah. Isaac Fasher has also gone out. He's currently 9th fastest, so he'll be starting inside the top 10 if it stays like this. And yeah, only 2 cars out at the moment, but we got some more coming out right now. Let's see who it is. We're looking at the table on the left. It's actually Galloway. He's gone out now. And also Dennis Graf, once again in the first 4 to go out. As Griffiths has got the track all to himself at the moment. You'll have to be careful not to catch any unwanted traffic when he actually begins his flying lap.
Yep,
Plenty more
Galloway,
cars
of course, is
out
in
on
his
track.
second run of the session.
Yeah. 16 minutes to go, so we're almost halfway done. And yeah, Griffiths standing up, getting ready for his lap. Let's see how much he can gain and what corners he can master. Out of New Holland, here goes Jimmy Griffiths to begin his third flying lap of the day. And there are some cars going out right now, so hopefully they won't impede him. And there is someone right there, I think it's one of the Ardens. Yeah, it is. Can Griffiths get in front of him by turn 1? No! They almost touched there, but Jamie Griffiths' lap has been compromised. Unless he can somehow find a way to pass him through turn 3. Let's see. And into 4 perhaps. Here goes Griffiths, eager to try the move.
Flagged.
He's made the move, but he's already lost some valuable time. So I'm not sure if he'll be able to improve on this lap or not. And it was Dudu Kirby who came out just in front of him. But of course, if Griffiths can find the lost time back in sectors 2 and 3, that's another story. And we're gonna watch. As we've got 15 minutes left on the clock, the session is officially halfway done. And Griffiths is out there. Watson and Watterson are still in the pits, so I expect one of them to go out. And it is Watterson. As Jamie Griffiths crosses the second sector split, he's way down, unfortunately, so the Welshman will not be improving on this lap. The damage is already done, and there's not so much Jamie Griffiths can do. At the moment, anyway. Into the chicane. I'm sure he's pretty unhappy having to go for this one, but it is what it is. And out of it through New Holland, Jamie Griffiths will round off his lap. He'll probably not improve, but let's see, as he's coming across the line, complete his lap, and as expected, he doesn't improve. Stays where he is, which is 17th. Isaac Factory next to cross the line. Looks like the Britain is not improving at the moment. He could find some time in S3, which he does not find. Quite a way off his personal best. As Thomas Anderson starts the lap, we'll be looking at Aaron Curtis. He'll be starting one as well. So, yeah. There's Michael Kalovich starting one, as is Ruslan Protsiuk. But Jake Galloway, the man currently in last place, seems to be improving. Can he get out of the back row of the grid? Let's see. Here comes Jake Galloway. Where can he place himself? He goes last still, but he did improve. Dennis Graf didn't improve. You know, look at Gabriel Quintino, who's impeding one of the Rapexes. I think it's Joel Watterson. Here goes Quintino. He doesn't improve. Watterson just starting his lap. Skill didn't improve either. Neither does Daniel Adventure. Ben Swallinger can improve either. And Chuck McCarthy will not be improving either, I don't assume. No. Kyle Burns, though, he is he goes up into 5th place. Good effort there from the American. Now, Tomasz Pascual currently down in 20th. Looks like this is a good lap, and it quite is. He's gone up into 7, just 1,000 behind Valigar. Patel stays on provisional pole, but doesn't improve. Thomas Bennett goes 8th. Good lap from the Welshman there. Now, Lorenzo Tomaselli. He's currently down in 11. Can he get himself back into the top 10 with this lap? No. Dudu Kirby up next, the defending race winner from Baku. Where is he gonna go? This is a good lap. He's taking it to 13. It's taking him to 13th place. Now, Thomas Anderson, can he get back onto the front row and break the Univirtuosi duopoly? Let's see. It looks unlikely, and no, he does not improve. Thomas Bennett is up next. No, that's Aaron Kurz, not Thomas Bennett. My apologies, but he doesn't improve. Marek Kukalevich, though, he is in the green. Let's see. And he's gone 16 fastest. Ruslan Protsiuk also improves 19 for him. Zorbak, he goes 12 quickest. Now then, we're looking at Joel Watterson.
Also up.
Yeah, let's see how much the New Zealander can gain. He had a pretty good showing in Baku, even though he didn't get on the podium. He was right behind his teammate and he finished 4th. Now let's see where he can go. Watterson, he improves by staying in 18th behind his teammate Kalevich. Is there anyone else left on lap in this run? I'm not entirely sure. No, I think everyone is done. Patel's still on pole, but some more people are getting closer. And looks like it'll be quite a entertaining qualifying session. And an entertaining climax to it as well. What do you think?
Yeah, it is very close at the minute between the guys in 4th and 10th, separated by less than a tenth there. Of course, me being held up has left me on the back row, which I'm not too happy about.
You
But
could put the entire pack from P12. Wait, no. Let me rephrase that. You could put the entire pack from P2 all the way down to P12, and they'd all be covered by 0.2 of a second. So it shows just how close it is. And Rahul Patel, thankfully for his sake, he's been able to find that edge, not over just his teammate Max Kim, also over everybody else. As we got 11 minutes on the clock. Curtis coming in. He's currently down in 9th, so once again, yeah, another top 10 qualifying for Aaron Curtis as it stands. He's going to have one more run to try to change that. I believe that's Griffiths coming in right now, or it could be Zorbach, one of the two. No, it's Zorbach.
I have the...
Yeah, Griffiths came out much earlier.
Outlines.
Yeah. So for Galloway and for Watzel, we're going to have 2 runs remaining. And Henry Watzel will begin his third run right now, actually, as he's going out on track. But for everyone else, there's only 1 run left. That goes Henry Watzel. We've got 2 people coming out right behind him. Griffiths appears to be one of them, but I didn't catch the other one. So let's see again. It's Quintino. And we also see the MP Motorsport Jake Galloway. Watzel and Galloway have 2 runs remaining, but for everybody else, this is the last run, so let's not forget that. And of course, there will be one guy guaranteed to stay in the pits this run. As to who that man is going to be, I can't quite tell you for sure. But we got under 10 minutes. We're nearing crunch time in this session. And Harry Watzel, desperate to find an improvement, get himself closer to teammate Thomas Anderson. He's currently up on the 2nd row of the field, of the grid. So yeah, what do you think about Watzel's performance so far today? I think he definitely wants some more to eke out of his Grand Prix car.
If you can find an extra time for 2, you will definitely move up a couple of positions. So
yeah, Sector 1, of course.
Extra time.
Yeah, I want to point out, Sector 1 is not the key to lap time in here. But if you are up in Sector 1, it can be a good omen. The real places you can find time are Sectors 2 and especially Sector 3. Very, very large differences can occur in that sector, and a big twist to the tail. As Henry Watzel begins his 3rd flying lap, there's a car heading out the pits right now, but he'll not be impeding Watzel. He's way clear of it, so no issues for the Brit. A little bit of weaving down the straight. I don't think that compromises him, if anything, though. Watzel into turn 1 and carrying all the speed he can through 2 and through a very fast turn 3. Not flying these cars, but still a very high-speed corner, which will wear your tires out quite a lot, putting high loads if you're not careful. Watzel 10th down on his personal best at the moment. But let's not forget, like I said earlier, Sector 1 isn't the be-all, end-all. It's up to what you can do in 2 and 3. As Joe Larson has stayed in the pits on this lap, so he'll have 1 more lap at the very end of it, presuming he has enough time, which I assume he will. A little bit of a twitch there from Watzel as he exited the chicane, so he might have compromised the Sector 2 just a little bit. Let's see. He's completing it right now, and he is 6 times down. He's lost even more time. So yeah, that little snap of oversteer definitely cost him. Definitely had an impact. And unless Henry Watzel can perform a monumental fight back in Sector 3, I don't expect him to improve on his position, which is currently 15th. Let's see, through the chicane, Henry Watzel will complete his lap. Rustam Project starts his flying lap in the meantime, the championship leader, the last flying lap for him. As Henry Watzel will cross the line, there's a Campos behind him ready to start a lap. Watzel, he does not improve. Tomaselli starts the lap. Griffiths, he improves to go into 13th, just behind his teammate Zorbach as Quintino goes 5th fastest. Jake Galloway goes 17th. He'll have 1 more lap, of course. Graf doesn't improve, stays 17th, and his session is over. Now, Chuck McCarthy is being impeded by his compatriot Aaron Curtis. But can the Charouz man do? No, he doesn't improve. Daniel Adventure, can he take pole? No, he cannot. Down in 19th. Rahul Patel doesn't improve. His session is done. Can his teammate Max Killen snatch pole away from him? Let's see who's going to win the quali battle of the Winner Virtuosi cars.
He's
It
currently
goes to
down.
Patel. Yeah. Fast Ray, he doesn't improve either. What about Kyle Burns? Can he get back in the top 5? No, he cannot. Thomas Mann up next. He doesn't improve either. But Benz Valdinger, he is up on his personal
Ben's
best. Let's see.
Valdinger is up.
Can
This
he
would be
get
a
onto
good
the
lap.
front row, Vallinger? And yes, he goes up pole. Beats Patel by half a tenth of a
Wow.
second. Incredible lap. It came pretty much out of nowhere. But great effort from Benz Vallinger, the man who dominated testing. Finally found his mojo again. Tomasz Pascual doesn't improve, and neither does Dudu Corby. Actually, he does improve. Scratch my words there, but he stayed 15th. Thomas Anderson didn't improve. What about Nicholas Zorbach on his last flying lap? He stays 12th place. Ruslan Procyuk is championship rival at the moment. He improves to go up into 7th. Massive effort there. Just 1/1000 behind Gabriel Quintino. What an effort there.
If
Procyuk.
Goodness will be held up.
Tomaselli goes up into 3rd.
Because,
Incredible effort there. He's improved. And once again, he'll be in the top 3. He was on pole in Bahrain, and now he'll be 3rd. What about Marek Kukalovic? Can he improve? No, he can't. His session is done and dusted. We're waiting for Aaron Curtis up next, but I think his lap might have been ruined by Chuck McCarthy. Let's see, the Irishman goes across the line, and this time he'll not be qualifying in the top 10. He stays where he is.
McCarthy was in the process of overtaking him when he started his lap.
Yeah, exactly. You know, looking at Fashere, has he made a mistake, perhaps, on his in-lap? Oh, that's nice. I can't for sure tell what's different, but either way. Wait, his nameplate is upside down. Jeez. Anyway, Fashere is coming. Right. Right. Also fix Rahul's flag as well, you know. Anyway, Isaac Fashere has come in. His session is done. He'll be starting 15th or lower because all the 3 guys who are yet to do a 4th lap are all behind him. So, Jamie,
What's allowed
what are your thoughts on this session so far? On the 4th run in
It's
particular.
definitely a great lap by yeah, definitely a great lap from Valdinger to beat Patel. Of course, it looks like Patel had the pole sealed, but you mentioned it earlier, of course, the pole lap can be snatched on the last run, and in this case, it looks like it's happened again.
Yeah. Brother Bosch did it in the compost, so let's see if someone else can do it this time around. But Dylan Tomaselli, if it stays as it is, both of them will be very happy. This will be their second showing in the top 3. So quite a good qualifying performance from both of them. Very solid in their 1-lap pace. As Aaron Curtis will be coming in to complete his session, and it's an unfortunate day for him. 3 tenths slower than his teammate, but those 3 tenths translate into 11 places, as he'll be 12th or lower depending on improvements.
Yep.
Watzel, Galloway, and
close to
Waterston
your
are the
teammate.
last 3 cars left. And let's see, 4 minutes on the clock. Got some mechanics getting ready for, I believe, for Waterston. We got someone moving, and who exactly is it? It's Watzel, actually. He'll be going out first. 4 minutes to go. There's plenty of time for him. But Grand Prix haven't made any sort of blunder. It's now all down to the driver. Thomas Anderson his teammate Thomas Anderson got knocked off the 2nd row. But could Henry Watzel bring our Grand Prix back to that place? Or maybe even threaten the front row in pole position? I'm not quite sure yet. But Henry Watzel, it's all down to him, and let's see what he can do. I'm sure he'll regret his messy previous lap, but he's got one chance to rectify that, as Jake Galloway and Joe Watson have both gone out now.
Watson might have the second ART car, just if he can't get this lap perfect,
Yeah.
or around where Anderson is.
Oh yeah. Let's see. 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes on the clock, but it's not gonna matter. Everyone will get all 4 flying laps in, no issue. So the teams being more judicious than they were in Baku, for instance. Now then. And Watson is getting ready for his last flying lap of the day. And where will that lap put him? We'll find out in a minute and a half's time. Until then, here goes Henry Watson to start his last flying lap of the day. Here he goes, powering down the straight. the biggest acceleration in the zone, and this is probably the only part of the circuit where top speed is key because it's the main overtaking opportunity when we get to race day. Henry Watzel goes into turn one. A lot of confidence on the brakes, I should say. And his turn two was good as well. I don't think there was any sort of hesitation. Let's see if he's carrying enough speed into free to improve in sector one. And I think he just about might. Yes, he does by 4/100ths of a second. Henry Watzel is up on his personal best. And if he's up in sector one, that means he can potentially gain even more in sectors two and three. Let's see into turn five, the Sam Bird corner, as some GP2 pundits might have referred to it back in the day. And now he'll be approaching the chicane of 7 and 8. Good exit there, no trepidations this time around, and Harry Watson looks much more confident with the car. Maybe a quick change of setup, and it's definitely helping the Brit. Let's see as he crosses the second sector split. He's up by 6/100ths of a second. As it stands, he will be up a place, I think. But sector 3 is where the big improvements happen. So let's see just how much Watson can gain there. Through the right, and now into the chicane. Into the RACC chicane for last time. And now for the very fast New Holland. Goes Henry Watzel, exiting it. He'll be finishing his session, but can he improve on his position? Henry Watzel! And yes, he does. He goes up in the 13th place. Good effort there from British drivers. Yeah, he's claimed 2/10. So he's finding quite a lot of time in the last sector. Now Jake Galloway improved on the third lap, but it doesn't look like he'll be improving this time around. So it looks like it'll be 19th for him, or 20th, depending on what Watson does. Anyway, here goes Jake Galloway to round off his session, and he doesn't improve. What about Joe Watson? Can he improve? Will he stay in last? And unfortunately, he stays in last. But the entire field spread by just over half a second. You have to say this is very amazing. Wouldn't you agree? A very competitive pack overall. And with everyone done for the day, it means Ben Waldinger is in all means but official the pole sitter for tomorrow's race, and we're just gonna have to wait for these last two guys to come into the pits. Last three guys, I'm sorry. And the session will be officially over, and Ben Waldinger will receive his 4 bonus points.
I know what those 4 points have put Ben Waldinger in the championship. The course is only Monday.
Well, he's currently up. He's currently on 8 points down in P12, and like this, I think he'll tie him level with Watzel. Put in P10 because Watzel will still be ahead on countback. So yeah. As Watzel comes in to finish the session. Yeah, the great showing there, but unfortunately, a little bit of a ding dong with Tomaselli. Took away the chance of challenging Hopatel for the podium spot. And he had to settle for 4th place. I think he will be happy with that improvement at the end of it all. Jake Galloway, unlucky day for him, and very unlucky for the Rapexes. They were very, very strong in Baku, but it's a snap back to reality for them as they're sharing the last row of the grid together. The rookies Kalevich and Larson. And what would you say about this session, Jamie? Were there any particular surprises to you? Any shocks?
Patel is definitely one to look out for tomorrow, I'd say. He's had a good performance today.
Yeah, that's true. He's been very solid once again, and you have to give credit to Lorenzo Tomaselli too. He's had superb form in qualifying, taking pole in Bahrain, and he's back at it again with another strong showing on Monday. Is there anyone else you'd like to mention, perhaps, Jamie, before we read the official results?
No, we can go ahead with reading your results.
Alrighty then, so let's proceed. And there you go. It's pole position for Ben Waldinger. Rahul Patel second on the grid. Lorenzo Tomaselli is third, with Max Gillen in the 4th for the Univirtuosi. The team has a very solid qualifying, even though it's not a 1-2 anymore. Thomas Anderson is in 5th place, and he'll have to behind. Yeah, what is it? Go ahead.
1,000 between Quintino and Proziak there. P7.
Yeah, that was very close. Yeah, Anderson is 5th in front of McCarthy. Quintino P7, just edging out the championship leader Ruslan Proziuk in 8th. Kyle Burns in 9th place in front of Tomasz Pascual in 10th. Thomas Bennett rounding off the first half of the pack with P11, and the second half goes to you. Jamie? Well, if you're not there, I guess I'll have to continue.
Sorry,
All right, you can go ahead.
is it from 13 onwards, yeah?
No, 12 onwards.
Okay, Aaron Curtis will start from 12, Henry Watson will start from P15, Nicholas Sorbach will start from P14, Dudu Kirby, you had predicted would start on pole, is qualified down in 17th,
And
Dennis
I
Graff in
wanna
18th,
just
Jake
interrupt.
Galloway
Sorry.
in 19th.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, the two Carlin drivers very evenly matched. Zarbach and Griffiths, only 4,000 splitting the pair. But yeah, go on.
Yep. Daniel Adventure will start from the 20th position, and the back row is filled up with Rapaxes with Kalovich in 21st and Joe Watterson in last. But not
Yep,
least.
that's right. That's this session done and dusted, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the next one. But don't forget, tomorrow you will find out what the first standalone track will be, where round 4 of the season will be held. And I wish I could tell you right now, but I have no idea. And even if I knew, I still wouldn't be able to tell you. But fret not, you will learn everything tomorrow, guys. So the track you voted for, well, it will be my job to tell you by the end of tomorrow's race. But yeah, until then, I have been Robert Ionescu. And you have
I've been Jamie Griffiths.
Yep, and this has been the GP2 qualifying here from Barcelona. Until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Good evening, and we'll see you again for the next one. Take care. Buenas noches.